Hey y'all, got another container for you. This one's a hanging basket and it is a monochromatic. You can tell I like monochromatics. I also love white, so what better to do a white hanging basket? I know I look rather weird and very uncomfortable, and that's because I am, but I couldn't pass up filming in front of all this green. Oh my gosh, everything is looking so good this year. Weeping Redbud has filled out beautifully. It bloomed magnificent this year. But anyway, let's talk about this. I'm going to do this very quickly. I bought this as a new basket this year at Lowe's. It's a very cheap, rather, it's a very inexpensive hanging basket that you can use. Now, this cocoa liner is not the best, but it came with the basket, so I'm going to go ahead and use it for this season. What I've done is I've lined it with a little bit of plastic and poked some holes in there for some drainage because I don't want the water to pool, but I do want it to hold a little bit of moisture. Especially with these plants, they're going to want the water, so I'm giving them a little bit of extra with that. Also with this, I'll replace the cocoa liner next year. But let's start with this one. This is a graceful white Gara. This is Monrovia. I got this at Lowe's, very easy to find. Beautiful, beautiful butterfly-like flowers, as you can see there. They're amazing, amazing plants. This does get rather large as well, 12 to 18 inches high. So this is going to be our thriller in the center. It's going to fill out. I've got plenty of hanging room above, so they'll fill out. They'll be really wispy and beautiful. The next one that we've got here is our Super Beano Whiteout. Now I've used this. Let me grab this one. I've used this on another container. Beautiful white flowers. Again, monochromatic, so we're going all white today. Now these are looking a little bit leggy, so I'm going to cut some of that off as we go. Our next one is our Super Tunia Vista Snowdrift. I've used this one in several arrangements already. You've already seen it in quite a few. I've got it in the landscape as well, which I didn't film. I'll show you the progress on those, but these get huge, absolutely huge. They do mound up as well, so they're going to fill out, they're going to spill over, and they'll be amazing in this container. I think I've used like 3 or 4 flats of this season. I absolutely love this plant. Next, if I have room, and I'm sure I will, I always like to pack things in. You already know that if you watch my other container series. I've got some Dusty Millers. These were left over in a 3-pack. So I'll pop those in as well if I have room and if it looks right. So as always, going to start things off with a little fertilizer. We want to make sure that our plants are well fed. So I'm going to throw in some Time Release. This is the Proven Winners brand. You don't have to use the Proven Winners brand. It's not necessary, but I like it. So that's what I use, but you're welcome to use whatever you like. I'm just going to scratch that in a little bit. All right, let's start with our centerpiece. So we've got our hole dug out there. Nice fit. A little bit more dirt. Sorry if you can hear the noise. Our neighbors have decided they want to build on, so that's what they're doing. So you can probably hear our water fountains as well, which if you haven't watched our fountain video, please go watch that. It's kind of hilarious. We had no idea what we were doing, so go and enjoy that. It's a great laugh. So I'm gonna split these. So I'm gonna do the whiteout Super Vena in the front and back because that's gonna fill in, and then I'm gonna do the Snowdrift on the sides, and then I'll do the Dusty Millers in between if I have room for that, which I think I will. I try to be neat when I plant, but it doesn't happen. I'm sure you all have similar woes when it comes to planting. I try to be neat, but every time I say I'm going to do it, and it doesn't happen. So, but that's okay. Totally okay. All right, last snowdrift in here. And then our last whiteout. Now, when you're planting a hanging basket, don't worry about being completely even. I tend to be kind of anal with how I plant, and I want things to be exactly here and exactly there. It's not going to matter. You're not going to see that when it comes out in the end. So don't worry about it so much. Also, I know a lot of people like to buy pre-made baskets, and there's no shame in that. That's totally fine. There are some great pre-made baskets. They're easy to get. They already have done the work for you. You don't have to think about what's going in it because they've already done it. So that's totally fine too. But I just want you to have an option to create something that you're going to love. I would never be able to find this basket out pre-made anywhere. Also, with your pre-made baskets, a lot of the times they're grown way in advance. So they're going to peter out on you a lot faster than these will. These are going to give you color all summer long. So really important to, oh, I don't know. Michael, too much? Too much. Okay, we're going to leave these out. They'll find another home. No problem. All right, so there we go. Very simple, very easy. These are going to fill out beautifully. I think the gar growing through here is just going to fill out beautifully. I love this basket. I'm going to hang this up. I'm going to water it in really good, and I'll give you updates on it as we go. Thanks for joining us today. See you in the next video. Bye.